was like, I had my wallet right there, but my license had fell in between the seats. And he was like, what's your license number? And I was like, who knows their license number? I do. And I'm like, that's what's up, man. I don't know my shit offhand.
That's crazy. Only people who like lose everything. Like one time, me and my boy Gilbert we were at the spot in Atlanta, and this girl was like, "Hey, can you text this number? This person has my ID on their phone, and then they'll text it to you, and then I can get in here." And we were just like, I don't know if that's how that works.
So many questions. One, how often do you do this to where that person has to have your ID in their phone?
Right. So he did it. They sent her ID, and so then she got in the spot. She was right.
Okay.
But now my boy has her ID on his phone.
That's a fact.
So he sent it to me, and every now and then we just send each other this random girl's
That's so stupid.
ID.
That is so
like that's how we say hello with like her ID. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
How many years ago was this?
This has gotta be 2014.
Oh man, this is even funnier now then.
Yeah. I mean, we don't send it all the time. But
Hey,
every now
you
and
got
then.
inside jokes, bro.
Yeah, inside jokes. Right.
I'll give you one. Also, first question: do you curse on your show?
If I curse on my show, I'm my back is against the wall mentally of words to say.
Cool.
But I don't prevent it. Like, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I might in a few minutes quote your old videos. Yeah. I'll let YouTube.
But yeah, the second question is when you start the show. You have a guest, and the guest just start talking. Do you want to wait for me to be introduced, or do you just start immediately?
Oh, no. I don't think the people like me that much for me to just talk and then talk with a person there waiting. Like, if I had a talking part, I would just record that separate.
Rob, you're hilarious. The inside joke. So I'm 17. Me and my boy, this is my best friend in Detroit to this day.
Okay.
And there's a girl named... I had a crush on her.
Yeah.
I was doing everybody's papers in English classes. I'm really great at English. Not math, but I'm just doing people's papers for money. So she's like, yeah, can you help me? And I'm like, of course. I'm not even going to charge her because I'm trying to get at her, right?
Yeah.
So she gives me her number to call her that night. And I called. I said, man, what am I going to say? Like, I don't know what to say to her. And he was like, well, just put me on three-way. I'm like, all right. So we on three-way, and she's on the phone, and she's talking for a second, and I'm running out of shit to say. And she's like, oh, hold on a second. I'm like, cool. She puts the phone down. I click. And I'm like, man, what should I say next? He's like, you should say, you ever had your ass licked? She picks up the phone.
No.
She said, what you say?
Wait.
I was like, huh? I was saying, have you ever had your ass kicked? And she was like, oh, no, I ain't never really got in a fight. And I was like,
woo. I was afraid for worse that she heard voice. Yeah.
But she never heard his voice. And
man.
So to this day, we'll be on the phone and we'll be like, you ever had your ass licked? So context is always key.
Right. That's so funny. What happened with you and the girl?
Never smashed. She, I did the paper for her. She was very grateful, I think, because I always told them that we get no less than a B. And because
never smashed is very direct.
Oh yeah, never smashed. But I also
it's not like, there's many levels between doing a paper for somebody and smashing. You're like, yo, never smash, it don't count.
I was 17. I didn't know I didn't know how to go about it. And fast forward, I know I could smash now, but come on, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like she looks
you
very
still
different.
doing papers for her? That's what you're saying? No. You're like, yo, I know I could smash now. I just did her application for a job the other day. I just did a whole cover letter for her the other day.
Cover letter is a throwback, boy. Ooh.
Not for everybody. It's real people out here listening that are covering with letters, for sure. Did you ever...
Are we live, by the way?
No.
Oh, because I put the headphones on. I'm like, this just sounds official. All right,
I mean, no, like, we're doing the podcast, but it's pre-recorded.
Oh, I thought you. All right. Well,
It's not live.
cut her name out because I definitely said her name. But anyway, yeah. So what
Oh,
was the question?
yeah. I'll do that. My fault. Yeah.
You didn't even say go. We just talking. I'm thinking it's some topic, man.
I was like, yo, this is
forgot.
the most seamless intro we've ever had. Yeah. This is going to be great. The people are going to love it.
Yeah, cover letter, bro. I used to write papers for so many people.
Yeah,
and one dude, you ain't got to bleep his name because he's a friend, but William Daniel.
Okay,
this all dude. Right. I was doing so many papers. I'm the reason he graduated high school. Okay,
dope.
He was paying me. I was charging like $20 a pop, and he had paid me for all these papers. And the final paper, I was like, "Hey man, I got my own stuff I got to do. So this is going to cost you double." He was like, "Done." Right?
Yeah.
We graduate. I still don't see the money. Every time I saw him, like that whole summer, "Man, let me get you the money, man." So 20 years later, I want my bread, bro. Yeah, I want my 40. I never forget when people owe me money.
Wait, so they wouldn't pay you outright? They would pay you after they got the paper?
No. They would pay me like as soon as I gave it to them. And he would pay me when I gave it to him. So when he was like, "Oh man, let me get you like tomorrow or another couple of days when I get paid," I was like, "Yeah, cool, because your credit is good with me."
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, 20 years went by. I want my 40. And I know he might see you got to
put that 40 in the inflation calculator now.
Nah, it's 100. I'm gonna be kind and say it's 100. What would
100 is
being generous.
I don't know if inflation's that much. I don't know if it's doubled. You know
in 20 years?
Yeah.
A 40 would be $100 right now.
It might be like 63.
No, sir. No way.
Well, one thing on this podcast, we don't look anything up. So either we know or we just make it up. So yeah. To you, a 40 is 100 now. For me, a 40 is about 63.
That's ridiculous. It would only be that. No way. No. You're looking at the very least, I'll give you 85 at the least.
Okay. How long are we talking?
This was 2004.
Okay, so 20 years. Yeah, 20 years.
What did you think I meant when I said?
I don't think it's doubled in 20 years.
It had to. Gas is doubled.
Yeah, but gas exponentially grew after certain administrations, certain things happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that has to do with inflation. You know what is always on par with inflation?
What's that?
Jordans.
Okay.
Like a retro pair of Jordans now might cost like $235 or something, $225.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back to 1987 and just put in $100, it will be like the same.
Really?
Yeah. Like most times, you could look it up and it'd be if you look in the East Bay book and look at
East Bay. I never did that. I've never been into sneakers like that to get into the magazines.
Okay.
My stuff is always I've always wearing clothes that nobody else wore that I was like, "Oh, this is dope." But not Andre 3000 kind of clothes, but different vibe of clothes and shoes. So the stuff that I like, I remember I got a pair of sneakers that I get compliments on to this day that cost me $40.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm that guy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say not what kind of stuff are you doing any other garments that outside of shirt, pants, jacket, are you doing a vest, suspenders, cutting sleeves off of things that should have longer sleeves?
No. That is a very great description and question. I would say I keep it normal. Shoes, pants, shirt, maybe jacket, maybe extravagant jacket, appearance-wise.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say as far as items that I've spent money on that could be considered expensive are jewelry and glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are my prescription glasses, but they happen to be, something.
Do you have multiple pairs of glasses?
Oh, yeah. I have 15 pairs. 15
pairs of glasses?
Yeah.
All that work on your eyes?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
And different prescriptions, meaning there are some that are recent, there are some that are older.
Sure.
The recent ones, I'm like, all right, those are my usuals. But if I'm like, oh, I'm going out to dinner with my wife, then let me throw on these, which might be a prescription ago.
Okay.
But they still work.
I feel like it's interesting how I wear comes in and out of style. Like I was watching an old Arsenio yesterday.
Yeah.
And Arsenio had on glasses, and then Malcolm Jamal Warner had on glasses.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, dang, like, I know 2 years later, both of them are probably not wearing glasses out.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah. And then maybe when Cartiers come into play, they might be wearing glasses again.
They right back.
Yeah.
I didn't start until, like, my family's always needed glasses, but I didn't start wearing glasses until I was 22. That's when I could afford my own eye exam and glasses. And even to this day, I don't have glasses on my license. So it's like, you know, if I'm not wearing them, I'm not in trouble.
Right. Are you, were you already doing comedy at 22?
Ooh, yeah, I've been doing comedy since I was 18.
Since you were 18. So losing your eyesight, like, while, or not losing, but like your eyesight changing while you're performing, was there ever an onstage like indicator? Was there ever like, oh yeah, the crowd is getting a little blurrier or a little different? You know, hey, see the light, dude. Talk to my optometrist, dog. Ain't no way I was gonna see the light tonight. You know.
You know what's crazy? No, the crowd has never looked different. The thing about it to me was always with glasses, like I always get asked when I get on stage why I take my glasses off. It's because the glare of the light will hit my glasses, and that's always awkward. So I'll take my glasses off as soon as I get up. And if I need to see somebody in the crowd that's like a couple rows back, I'll throw them on or something for the for the moment.
When I first started, I was so nervous that I would wear some fake glasses from Urban Outfitters, and the glare would like cause me to just kind of not be able to see. And then I would be like way more confident because I was like, I don't see anybody.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. Something happened. I was like, I got to get over everything. I had all kind of things in my head. I was like, I got to get over them. Like, so there was that. And then I was like, I'm going to start just looking straight at people in the audience. And now, like, I'm over that. Like, now that's what I do. I will look at the audience.
I'm so glad you said that. Like, I've always noticed you looking around on stage, and I just thought it just went with how your style of comedy is, because you're really one of the most different people that I've ever met in my life. So it's like, and I was asking myself this as I was driving here, I was like, man, why am I not closer with Rob? And I was like, oh, because I can't read him. And when I can't read somebody, I'm like, we can't be friends. I need to be able to understand you completely. You know what I mean?
It's a defense mechanism a little bit. It's a force field, you know, like, I think, especially here, and also, you know, when I was in New York, I just always felt like everybody's a little too friendly for my, like, everybody's like going over each other's houses all the time. And just like, when I lived in Atlanta, only one comic had been to my house, maybe. Like, but also I was like, my mom stays there. I don't want to bring all this riffraff around my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to But like when I moved to New York, I lived with other comics. So I kind of had to, you know, but I still was like, I'm not bringing any more comics over. Yeah. You know?
The comics that are here, this is the quota.
These are the comics that you hear. The comics y'all bring, they gonna be like, man, Rob's cool, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not bringing more comics. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you there. When I had roommates, when I first got to LA, I was staying on Real Battle's floor. And then a month later, I was staying on Vanessa Graddick's floor. And then 2 months after that, I moved into an apartment with 4 other roommates, and one of them happened to be a guy I went to high school with, which was crazy story. I won't bore you with it, but we all lived together, and I would bring girls over, but I wouldn't bring comedians over because it's like, yo, it's 1,000 dudes in this house. You know what I mean? And I got my own room, so once that happened, I started bringing girls into my room, but I wasn't just entertaining people in the crib. And then after that, I didn't start really having people over my spot until me and Tangerine began living together, because she was always super social, throwing gatherings and stuff, and I had never really done that. And now I do enjoy a small gathering. Yeah. But we had a gathering at the crib for Christmas, and I was like, this is the most people I ever want to have in any house that I ever live in, and it's never going to be this many again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So understandable. Was it that people brought other people, or was it that like
It was a part of that. Well, first, people are naturally rude, right? So you'll have somebody show up and they'll be like, hey, this is such and such. You'll be like, hey, I didn't say you could bring a guest to my crib, right? And then you'll have the people that are in the crib that you might have an occasional person that doesn't have tact. And what I mean is, we had a situation on Christmas where we get our house cleaned once a month or twice a month or whatever. If you have a gathering, you got to do it more. And my bathroom in my man cave is my bathroom.
Right.
I can tell you on one hand how many people have used that bathroom in the years we've been in the house. So I come downstairs and I see this girl coming out of my bathroom. I say, hey, yo, what are you doing? The bathroom was upstairs. She's like, oh, yeah. And it became this whole thing to where she was lying and Tange had explained her lie in front of her, and I saw that she told me a different story that she told her. Long story short, the bathroom had got cleaned that day, and she used it before I could even use it, and I was disgusted because I'm like, this is my bathroom. I don't know you. I don't know your hygiene or your habits. And so that was the icing on the cake of, there aren't going to be any more people in my crib. Like small gatherings, yes, where I can know that everybody hears me when I say, that's the bathroom right there. Don't let me catch you going down there. Yeah. Very interesting.
What if somebody really got to go, though?
That's even more of the reason you're not going to use my bathroom. The guest bathroom, for sure.
Yeah.
Do that. I don't even use that one. But mine, please. It's decorated, especially different from the rest of the house. Yeah. The audacity. I was about to get mad again.
You got a themed bathroom?
Oh, yeah. If you, when you get invited to the crib, you will see, because I'll invite you to the house. You'll see it's a
I can see it on the tour. I'm not going to use it, but I can see it.
Yeah. See it. It's, I have everything that I like from my childhood in my man cave. And in the bathroom, it's also all black. And I got different paintings in there of superhero stuff that I like and different themes in there.
You got superheroes watching you do your business?
If you say it like that, yes. But not dolls or action figures. These are just, the images.
Got you.
What does your bathroom look like?
Regular bathroom. How it came? Yeah. Add in my stuff. Yeah. Add a toothbrush. Oh. Yeah. Washcloth.
Okay.
Yeah. Soap.
What's funny? What are you
hand soap?
You're a washcloth guy.
Yeah, I'm a washcloth guy. Yeah.
I am not a washcloth guy. I am an exfoliation glove guy. Right? So a lot of people use loofahs.
Gotta have something.
You do.
Gotta have something. There are some people out here fighting against something. Mm-hmm. To me, I feel like that's it's a bit of a dog whistle.
A bit of a dog whistle.
Yeah. They trying to rally up some stuff going on. Mm-hmm. Gotta have something. That's the side I'm on.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I challenge you to get you some exfoliation gloves. Get your bar of soap or your liquid soap, whatever you use. Put it in your hands. Get the scrub, get the lather going, and use it. And I promise you, after you get that clean, that first shower, you will never go back to a rag again. You will be like, what have I been doing with a rag all these years? I promise.
But now my hands don't get clean in the shower.
Yeah, your hands are clean in the shower.
No, your hands are dirty.
No.
Because your hands are no longer taking a shower. Now your hands are outside of the shower.
Rob, your hands?
That's like what if I got some exfoliation shoes and then I rub myself with my feet, rub it in the soap. Now my feet are not getting clean.
That's the complete opposite of
what if I put on exfoliation pants?
Okay.
And then I rub myself on my legs. Now my legs not getting clean.
That's also not true.
Put on an exfoliation hoodie.
Okay.
Rub myself with my top half. Come on, dog.
Couldn't be further from the truth. However, I promise you will get an extra clean on especially your hands because the gloves are on them.
But also I'm getting dirt on my hands.
No, you're not. You're getting your
if
body
I'm getting
dirt.
Extra clean, I'm getting extra dirt.
No. Cool.
Well, I need to see what are these gloves made out of for me to believe in this concept. You know what I'm saying?
Great question, man. I would tell you Amazon, spend a young $10-15, get you 30 pair.
30 pair.
Different colors.
Also, one-time use on the gloves.
No. You use them as much as you want, and then you could wash them.
Okay, so you wash 30 of them?
Well, yeah, you you go through them at your own rate, and then you wash them. But here's the thing. The reason that you get the pack for so cheap is because the world ain't up on it yet. Like, when the world gets up on stuff, that's when stuff starts to get scarce and expensive. That's why Jordans are $200. You know what's not $200? 7 years ago, the Patrick Ewings. Those were $30. I know because I had 7 pair of them. Yeah. And now they're each between $150 and $300.
Yeah, no, they're getting scarce.
Yeah, man. So get your gloves now, you know?
We got CT in the building.
You're not going to get the glove. It's not happening.
We got CT in the building, the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob HaZe.
That was dope.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I didn't even know you did this.
I don't really, but I just dabble a little bit, play some sound effects during the pod. If a song comes up, you know, I might play it or something. Yeah, but that's it.
Good for you. So interesting.
Yeah.
So interesting.
You make it seem like I don't want you to know anything about me, and
don't.
That's not the case. That's not the case.
Let me tell you something. I've been trying to be Rob's friend for 7 years.
No, don't
when
do
did you
it
move
like
out
that.
here?
I moved out here 6 years ago.
Okay, so 6 years.
Yeah.
Or no, you were visiting before you moved.
I was visiting before I moved. I feel like I met you in like 2012.
I did too, but I was like, I don't want to be wrong.
But like I was visiting, and there was a whole ecosystem around you already. You know what I'm saying? You already had people out here, so I didn't want to just impose.
Can I tell you why I'm like that?
Yeah.
So my entire career, comedians have been being kind to me and like opening up their lives to me, like and being nice and friendly or having me over and helping me along in my career. So I've always found it that I would be spitting in their faces if I didn't do that with other comedians that I met, right? So I try my best to be so kind to people and include them in things because I remember how it felt when I came out here from Detroit and it was just me. And there were some comedians who wouldn't embrace or try to be like, hey, come around. So when I meet newer comedians to the city, I'm like, hey, come on. Yeah. And then when I see them be like, hey, I'm like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? I just back up.
But it's a safety thing. It's like, hey man, I don't, stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Yeah. A little bit.
I get it, man.
But I mean, every time I see you, it's a pleasant time. We have a good time.
It's a good time.
Yeah. What's your favorite color sky?
Favorite color sky? That reddish orange, bro. Like I don't know if it's you can see it in the morning. You could kind of see it at night. That's the one, because it's like it goes with my mood, which is very chill. Like I like to just relax.
Yeah,
I like to get all my work done in one setting. Like if I could, well, not if I could, but when I do like any videos or if I have to write something or whatever, I do it in an increment of time to where I can get it all done right now and I can chill for the week or the month or whatever. So when I was writing on the show, the script will be due in like 2 weeks or something, and I'm like, nah, I'm writing it right now in the writer's room so I can just be free.
So then as like things change, like scripts before your script, are you going back and be like, all right, well, that's got to be a little different?
Never. You know why? Because your script that you turn in is always drastically different than what it ends up being. So it's like, here's your draft. Right. And then you got the writer's room coming in and, demolishing it and changing this and changing that. Yeah. So it also taught me not to be married to anything. So I'm like, here it is. I stand by it. And they're going to say, the network is going to say this. And, you know what? Let's give such and such a line instead. It's like, hey, do what y'all want. I've turned it in. Do whatever you want. I'm not married to this anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of writer, bro. There are so many writers that be married to jokes, and I'll be in a writer's room and I'll be like, "Hey, when's the wedding?" And they're like, "What you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, you and your script. Y'all got a big date planned, don't you?" You married to everything.
Hilarious.
I'm not even remotely attached to a script that I'm writing for somebody else. Now, if it's for me, something that I'm shooting, now I'm attached, but I can still change it.
Dope.
What about you? Are you married to scripts, or are you somebody that you'll fight for jokes?
I'm only gonna fight if it's like they don't get it.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fight for like I got it. I just like something else better. Then it's like, all right, cool. But also, I feel like when you're like a stand up and you're in a room,
Yeah.
you don't have to like, like you can get your rocks off like on stage somewhere.
Yeah.
So you're not like, oh man, if I don't get this joke on, I'm not gonna get that feedback in 2 weeks or in 6 months or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And figure out if people actually like this or not.
Yeah. I think yes, and to that, I do get a kick out of watching people deliver a joke that I wrote, whether that's on stage or on camera. It's like, oh, this worked. This makes me feel good. But it's a different thing where in the same breath, if they do a joke that I wrote and I know it works, and then if they do a joke that I wrote and I know it works, but it would have worked even better if you delivered it like I told you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you say, red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish.
Yeah.
It's how I told you to say it. But you say, red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish. It's like, the two fish.
Yeah.
You didn't give me what I needed. You know what I mean? So it's one of those your own personal quirks that only another person who thinks similar would understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever pitch something in someone else's voice? I don't do that.
You don't do that?
No.
Oh.
I pitch in my Rob HaZe voice.
Really?
And it's like if they can apply it in their voice, if they like hear it in my voice, I feel like, and they still like want it, then they have a open canvas.
Oh.
But like I've seen some people pitch to people and like doing their speaking voice.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, I was like, that's got to be so annoying to that person. I'll never be that person, unless they ask me, unless they're like, no, you got to sound like me a little, It would never come from them, though. It would probably come from like somebody on the side would be like, man, you got to step it up. You got to get in your impression bag.
That's true. I often do the other person's voice because it does two things. One, it disarms them because they're like, oh, this is you doing an impression of me. My guard is let down. Now I'm kind of open to hearing the joke. And you kind of talking in my voice lets me think that you took it a step further in writing this specifically for me instead of just doing a joke. And when you do that person's voice, I mean, if I don't do that person's voice, I've had this happen before in the past. I say it in my voice, especially with comedians, and the comedian will start taking on my mannerisms. So I'm like, I can't afford that, especially before anybody knew who I was, like, at all. It was like a dude was stealing my style. And he was saying it. He was like, man, I'm sorry. I'm a sponge. So you got to be careful what you say to me. And I'm like,
I'm sorry,
do.
I'm a sponge.
He said it, bro. He stole my whole flow.
What?
Whole flow.
Were you working with this person? Or,
yeah, I was helping him
Or they
out.
were just sponging in the back of the room?
I was working with him. He was paying me to help him, and I was helping him, and he was stealing my style, not my jokes.
Man, my
he
bad, dog. I live in
style.
a pineapple under the sea, dog. I can't help it.
Sponge Bob, boy. He was dog. I'm talking about. Imagine I'm talking to you for an hour, and then I just start going everywhere, just talking. I mean,
I hate this.
Exactly.
I hate this.
Imagine that's how it felt.
No, I hate the impression of me. I don't hate. I mean, I guess I would hate that too. I guess it would be an intensified experience because I don't even like the impression. Yeah. When people do me, it's always like, yo, is that what y'all see?
That's what they see.
Like, yeah.
At least I just did your voice. When people do me, they always poke their chest out and they put their shoulders and arms up and they just start like, they do this like bellowing thing. And I'm like, that's how you see me. That's very interesting.
That's great. I mean, I guess getting a handle on somebody is like the most important thing with an impression, and having a unique handle makes a great impression.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see you lending yourselves to like somebody's handle being kind of cartoonish like that. You know, yeah, where they probably wouldn't do that. Like there's some people they don't do anything with their body. They
At
just
all.
yeah.
Man, Eddie Murphy impersonated me one time. I was in his presence.
Really?
Yeah. My first manager is very tight with Johnny Gill, and that's how I even met Arsenio. So we go to Eddie Murphy's house. It's me, him, my old manager's name is Jeff, Ida Rodriguez, and we're over there.
You dropped a few names.
Yeah. It's the purpose of the story, though. So we're there. Arsenio Hall. First time I get to meet him. Johnny Gill's right there. Chris. So the list is great. I promise you it's gonna make
the
sense.
names are getting in each other's way. It's getting crowded. The names they can't get out. Yeah.
So we're kicking in the kitchen, and this is where the impression is about to begin. So we kicking in the kitchen, and I see this cake, and I'm addicted to sweets. I see this cake on the counter, and I look at my manager. I say, "Man, that's a millionaire cake." And he was like, "Huh?" I was like, "This is a millionaire cake. Regular people don't get access to cake like this. This is Eddie Murphy's cake." I was like, "I want a piece of this cake." And then he was like, "Just wait till somebody else cut it." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna ask him if he gonna cut the cake so I can have a piece of the cake." And I was like, "Man, I'm kind of thirsty." And I say, and before I can go to Eddie Murphy to ask him for something to drink, the security says to Mr. Murphy, "Hey, Chris is at the gate with a girl." He was like, "Oh, let him in." And I was like, "Man, which Chris is this? Is this Rock or Tucker?" Right?
Yeah.
And in walks Chris Tucker with Stevie Wonder, one of Stevie Wonder's daughters. And I'm like, wow. And I see her, beautiful woman, but I see her head. And I'm like, that's Stevie Wonder's daughter, right?
Yeah.
No disrespect. So, and then.
Why would that be disrespectful?
They got heads.
All right. Well, now you made it.
They got heads. Anyway, so, same kind of hairline. That's his daughter. So now I'm thirsty. And I say, hey, E. Murph, can I get something to drink? And then,
E. Murph? Yo. Saying E. Murph is crazy.
I'm like, everybody calls him Eddie. Everybody calls him Murph.
So you were just going to drop a new nickname on a request.
Nickname. On a legend. Brand new nickname.
Yeah.
Brand new.
E. Murph is crazy.
E. Murph. What's crazier is that he answered.
No.
He's like, huh? I was like, hey, man, may I have something to drink? He's like, yeah, reach in the refrigerator, get whatever you want. I opened up the drawer. He had vitamin waters. And I'm like, man, I don't want vitamin water. I wanted like a Pepsi or like lemonade. Like I didn't want a vitamin water lemonade, but beggars can't be choosers. Right. So I get the vitamin water lemonade, and then he starts playing music. Chris Tucker comes in with the girl, and they're starting to sing Fire and Desire. This is the song that's playing. I know.
Yeah.
I know. And then there's another young lady who pulls out her phone to take a picture, but she's next to me. Right. And Chris is like, hey man, just stay in the moment, live in the moment. You don't want to take no pictures. And I was like, hey man, this is her. I didn't ask for these pictures. Yeah. So the music is on and everybody's having a good time vibing out. Now, mind you, at this time, I'm 21 years old.
Right.
Okay. So I say, hey Murph, you ain't got no Kanye. Right.
What?
Music goes off. He says, you got any Kanye? And I was like, is that your impression of me? He was like, hey, somebody play some Kanye. And I'm like, it's even funnier. Him doing my voice.
Oh, Kanye.
Yeah.
I thought you said, E. Murph, do you got any cognac? And I was like, yo, you are wildin'.
I don't even drink, but that would be
hey, E. Murph, you got any cognac?
Hey, you got any cognac?
Yo,
that was great. I'm going to tell you why it's a double meaning for it. Him doing my voice was low-key an impression of him doing an impression of me doing an impression of him.
Right.
That's why it made me laugh. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. So, yeah. So from that moment, and I just start seeing people do my voice, I was just like, I love somebody if they could get it perfectly.
Yeah.
But the other stuff is like, nobody's really been able to land me.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Do you do any impressions?
I wouldn't say impressions. I have done people's voices. Yeah. I've done Kugler. I've done, of course, Jay-Z. But my Jay-Z was very spot on because I listened to hours of Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It wasn't more so, like when people do Jay-Z, they're always like, yeah, and a lot of people, they do that.
Yeah.
Whereas like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, you got to talk like him, not try and like do his rap like him.
Yeah.
Hey, it's crazy, B. Not that. It's like, when people understand what you're going through, they have to make sense of whatever the situation is, and some Spanish people get it. It's like that.
Yeah.
Like you gotta speak like him instead of trying to do the all of the hits with the topics. But yeah, him. I actually tried to voice double for Jamie Foxx when I had a voiceover class, and that's when I learned my register is a little lower than his because they were like, "All right, do your Jamie Foxx," and I was like, I quoted the special. The most crackheaded thing she said was what? What she said about Bobby Brown.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
This is your special?
No, I was trying to find a Jamie Foxx. I was on a Hove song, and then I was like, "Oh, we on Jamie Foxx now. Let me try to find a Jamie Foxx song," and then my computer wouldn't let me be great.
It was like, she said he was the king of R&B. Shit, ribs and barbecue, rocks and blunts. He the king of R&B. He the king of R&R. He had an album out since '83.
Come on.
It was like I did that in the voiceover, and they were like, "Oh, that's great." And what they did was they played his voice because I did his cadence perfectly.
Yeah.
And they did it on top of mine. And they were like, so you see how high he is and you see how yours is lower? I was like, this is stuff you wouldn't learn unless you start learning about distance and microphones and intensity in your voice.
Interesting.
Yeah, just those people. And I'm sure I can think of other people.
When they did this, you like they were working with you?
No. This was just a voiceover class that I was taking.
Oh, in the class.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But overall, like I can mimic certain singers' vocal abilities.
Yeah.
Like I can mimic Fox's album from Unpredictable because I sang it so many times.
Yeah.
Certain songs of Usher. I also can mimic Drum. I know you know Drum, the Broccoli song. Yeah. So like certain ones of those, just because I'm mimicking them, but I don't think sing on my own.
I saw Drum
Love him
a few weekends ago, but I couldn't remember in my head what he goes by.
Where'd you see him? Like perform or in person?
No, it was just like I was coming out of a spot and he was walking in the spot.
Are you serious?
And I was like, oh man, that's Drum. I mean, Shelly. I mean, Drum. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to mess it up. I'm gonna just give him a head nod. I ain't gonna say nothing to him. Yeah.
That's a real fan though because you gave both names. You know which one to call. Big Baby, Drum, Shelly. Where were you? Out here in Atlanta?
I was out here.
I'm jealous, bro. Yeah. He's incredible.
Yeah. No,
I love him.
I imagine so, but I feel like the energy got to be right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you say the wrong name, it might be like, oh, you trying to play me.
Singers and rappers are very, I won't just say insecure, but they're very different.
Particular.
They're very particular, man.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not really with the comedy. Some of them are. That's why it's like the ones who are super cool and everybody kind of works with them.
Yeah.
But the ones who are not, you be like, oh, you don't have a sense of humor.
Right.
Yeah.
Or can't just like pick up on jokes fast.
Yeah.
Like they don't know when the joke is there, you know? Yeah. There are some people that I'm like, bro, I'm not switching.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm not calling Young Berg Hitmaker.
Oh,
if I'm ever in a situation, I'm probably gonna say Berg.
That's Berg.
Cause I know him as Berg.
Forever.
Sexy can I?
Sexy can I? Just find my man.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. Like somebody gonna have to say something like, "Hey man, Hitmaker really wants you to." You know what I'm saying? Really wants you to switch it up, dog.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I'm not calling him that. It took me a while to start calling T.I. just Tip. Because he's like, yo, Tip. And when you talk to T.I., he's an incredible guy. He's very nice, but he's very particular. And in his presence, I think from now on I'm going to call you Tip. Got it. Completely understood. It's a presence. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever said, I've talked to him, but I don't think I've ever said his name, you know? Like, I just You
just talk to him.
Yeah.
He's one of my top 5. So it's like, man, that guy. My top 5 have always been people that at some point in my life, I listened to their music so much, I thought I was them. Like I was wearing my hat a certain way, or I started doing the Southern slang. You was wearing your hat like
T.I.?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Shout it, hey. Oh, I was doing all of that. I was doing every single thing.
In Detroit?
In Detroit. Had only been to Atlanta once.
Yeah. Are you wearing a hat, or are you doing this with the Tigers hat?
With a Detroit hat, for
Tigers
sure.
hat, but to the side.
Yeah.
I feel like T.I. wore a Tigers hat before.
He's worn so many.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah.
Maybe Memphis. Well, no, not that.
Oof.
Not the Around Here video. He probably wore a Braves
That
hat.
was a crazy beat. I think we all wanted Bleak to pop after that.
Oh, yeah.
And it did not happen.
I never rooted against Bleak.
Yeah.
It just, it just wasn't
Didn't happen for him.
like we thought it was gonna be. But I always was like, I'm rocking with this dude. His energy.
You can't transfer hotness. Like, no matter how many times Jay-Z said, Bleak is next up, Bleak is going to be this, Bleak is going to be that.
Yeah.
Just because he told us does not convert to album sales.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
You got to have that quality, bro. But, like, Jay-Z, T.I., Andre 3000, Kanye West between 2002 and 2012, and then my fifth was Jeezy, but honorable mention Childish Gambino.
You thought you was all these people? That's wild. I feel you on like some, but like that's a lot of people to be.
You thought you were all these.
I get it. Tyler sometimes be talking about riding a bike, and it's like I had a bike. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Kanye went to college.
Yeah,
I get that. Who else did you say?
Sometimes simultaneously. Jeezy, Gambino. I never thought I was Andre 3
You
Stacks,
thought you was Jeezy?
Man, you couldn't tell me I wasn't selling dope when I was riding the bus, bro.
You can't. But how you gonna be Jeezy and Kanye at the same time?
I know. It's whatever album was on, I embodied.
You can't be drug dealing just to get by, stack your money till you get sky high, and then really be drug dealing.
Can I give you this?
It's not ironic anymore.
That was, nobody's going to give you the credit on that. Mesh, oh my God, that was incredible. That was brilliant. Ooh. I'm also big on giving people their props. You ever watch a video and people are only quoting the one obvious thing?
Yeah.
And you're like, y'all didn't see this part?
Right.
And they're like, oh, yeah, I saw it. And you're like, and that's when I got out of my head about creating content, because for a while I was trying to be so clever and I would include punchlines or shots or certain jokes that I'm like, oh, I know they're going to get this. And nobody ever did. And if I had to explain it, I'm like, now I just need to take this stuff out because nobody's appreciating it. Nobody's a me watching me. Like I was watching Fox and Martin Lawrence and all these people that influenced me because I was like, man, they're so great. And I would notice how great they were in their deliveries. And I would be able to pinpoint what it was. And I was able to tell them that when I meet them and talk to them and work with them. But, nobody's a me for me to be able to say, hey, man, when you did this one video, when you said that, it's always the surface, which is great. You're grateful for anybody watching anything.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you throw your art out and you want people to catch that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're a comic fan. You're a DC fan.
I am an animated, a television, and a movie fan.
Okay.
I've never really read. I read one comic book, and it was Superman Inner Gang when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I was like, what is this? I didn't mean to get this. I meant to get a different version of Superman because this one was like electric. And I was like,
So you were more like cartoons
mm-hmm.
and then movies.
Yes. And then the animated movies and then the live action.
Got you.
Yeah, that's my
straight
stuff.
to video
Ooh.
and whatnot. Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
probably
when
seen
it
it
started
all.
going crazy. Okay.
Probably seen it all. But comic books, nah. Because I've never, and I'm so glad that we live in an age where we got a chance to see analog stuff like books or the first cell phones compared to now where we can just scroll and look at things digitally, because I've never liked flipping the pages of books. Like it always just made me so bored and my eyes would just like wander and make the words bigger. And I'm like, something's wrong with me, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So scrolling, I can do that all day. I can read a digital book in an hour or something, but nah, I'm not trying to flip no pages. Then a page come back and you got to do that crease thing. I've always hated it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I never, I feel it feels like it's like directly related to just the sensation of the flipping pages and whatnot.
Can't stand it.
Don't
let the paper be trash too. The card stock of the paper.
Yeah. You like that? You bougie with the paper material?
Books could and should be made out of Bible paper. Bible paper is so easy to flip, but you got to be delicate because you can rip that page up immediately.
But I mean, I feel like that's why we only use that for the Bible, because it's like it's supposed to be the
Holy Grail,
holy text. Yeah.
But if regular books could be made out of Bible paper, I'd probably read more regular books.
I don't know if
I hear
I
you.
feel about it, because then what are we gonna do? What kind of paper we gonna put on Bibles?
No. Bible stay the same.
No, it can't. Everybody can't. Harry Potter can't be printed on Bible paper, because then people gonna be believing in Harry Potter.
Oh, I see where you're going with it. I'm thinking more practical wise, like, hey, instead of tissue, we should use baby wipes. Like, that's where I am with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, everybody can't be about that baby wipe life.
You're right. A lot of women can't because they have a different setup than we got. But men wise, oh yeah. Telling you, man, I'm different, brother. I got the gloves. I got the baby wipes. Comfort over here.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You a tissue guy still?
I'm a combination.
Why did you deliver that so Jamaican?
I don't know.
I'm a combination.
Combination. But like I'm okay. So it's tissues, right? Because that's where we came from.
Right. That's all you knew.
I'm saying? That's all you knew. So then it's like, yeah, but then might finish it off with a baby wipe to get the tissue out. Okay. So you start with the tissue, and now the tissue's complete with the baby wipe.
I'm eliminating the middleman because it's like I don't even need to start with that. I'm gonna tell you when I discovered the baby wipes, and I came up with this at like 14. I remember my nephew was 2. And he, I think she had his wipes in there. And they might have been old wipes or whatever, but they were in the bathroom. And I'm using the tissue. But before I use the tissue, I had gotten accustomed to wetting the tissue so I can, make sure I get everything together.
Okay.
And I wet the tissue and I was like, man, let me try these wipes because we was running out of tissue. Use the wipes. I said, I got to get more of these. But I had to find the flushables because, you're going to clog your mama toilet up. And in that, I said, you know what the problem is? We were all babies and we were wiped with baby wipes, and then we start using tissue. That makes no sense. We should have never stopped using wipes.
But the wipes was when it was somebody else's hand.
Right. Now I got my hand with
I got my hand. I don't need the wipes because I got my own hand.
Yeah, but the other hand used the wipe.
Right, but that wasn't my hand. That was my parents' hand.
Now you got your hand.
Now I got my own hand.
And you got the wipe.
I can have the wipe.
Yeah.
I can have the wipe. No, that's real.
You know
they got to stop calling them baby wipes. Baby wipes to me puts someone in a like, I don't be eating baby food anymore. I don't be, you know what I'm saying? I don't sleep in a crib. Why I got to have a baby wipe, you know?
Why I got to have a baby wipe? I'll give you one more. When it comes to baby food, you ever see Gerber? They always mix up the fruits and the vegetables and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's what kids were eating to keep them regular and moving forward in energy. And then somewhere along the way, we started introducing them to adult food. However, everything was perfect when we were children. So as adults, we should still be eating foods like baby foods, the vegetables, the fruit, and we don't really need the meat, but we got accustomed to it, and we love lemon pepper wings, So it's just simple, man. We make it difficult.
That's crazy.
It is. Everything. Remember making friends in school? And I said this to a buddy the other day. I said, man, I miss being able to say, you like Power Rangers? I like Power Rangers. Let's be friends. Hey, this girl is cute. I like you. Do you like me? Yes. Let's go together. And then along the way, we start making things difficult. And then you start hearing people say, I ain't got friends. I got associates. And you're like, what is that? Or people start doing things like, oh, yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of people, but I'm not in a relationship. We're like, yeah, but all these people like you. You like them. Why not just choose one? We make it difficult as we get older, bro. It's super simple. You like this. I like that. Let's be friends.
I forgot you was a Power Ranger guy.
Oh, massive. Yeah. Mighty Morphin through, I would say Lightspeed Rescue, and then I kind of am familiar with the rest of the stuff.
Lightspeed Rescue was slept on.
I
was in high school, like not really talking about it, but I was like, come on, man, they done went up the titanium, dog. They done went up the titanium. Forget a Gold really Ranger. They got a Titanium Ranger, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing at school.
Because nobody was rocking.
Hey, I was watching 106 in Park like everybody else, bro.
Yeah,
but
it was great.
That Lightspeed Rescue was something else.
It was the first show where all the Rangers had careers. Like, these were adults. These weren't teenagers with attitudes.
Right.
Dude was a firefighter. Another young lady was a paramedic. This dude's a pilot. Like, it was crazy, man.
The joint was on their arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all had the little flak jackets, man. Government knew about them. They were just issued to the world to just dole out punishment to demons.
Is that where it was like a
Underwater base.
robot?
What was a robot?
Wasn't it a robot? And it was like he was also like a ranger.
No, that's Operation Overdrive.
Operation Overdrive. Okay.
Yeah, his father was like this super billionaire, and he created these morphers, and they were fighting like these ice demons. And his son was a robot that he didn't tell him was a robot. And at the end of the series, because the robot gave his life, a wizard made him a real boy. It was crazy.
Okay. This is starting to sound familiar for sure.
It was good, man.
For sure.
It was good times.
What's your favorite?
Of all time series wise?
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin.
Mighty Morphin
only because the storytelling was so. Imagine this. The storytelling had to be so great that we ignored the fact that these were two different casts doing one thing.
Right.
These were Asian, Japanese actors.
Yeah.
In these costumes.
Yeah.
And the storytelling was so great. We looked at the different weights and bodies of these American actors and believed that they were them. And we suspended belief that any of this could happen.
They would be strictly in the park and in the school, right? But then after they morph, buildings,
rock quarries. Like, where is this?
Where is this?
And then I remember, because I watched this channel on Samsung where they play different series of Power Rangers daily, 24/7. They do like a shuffle. And
I'm on the Letterman channel.
Okay.
I got to go over to the Power Rangers channel.
Let me tell you something, boy. So when I'm watching it, it was so crazy because they were at the quarry as the Asian actors.
Yeah.
And then one of them was like, hold on, let me grab something. And he goes out of frame. And when he goes out of frame, he's at a park. And then he grabs it, goes back. He's at the quarry. And I was like, my 8-year-old brain did not even notice that because the storytelling was so great.
Yeah. That's true. And like they would do stuff like the Putties would just show up. They'd fight the Putties. And then it would get too much for them. Then they morph in. Now, the Putties, wherever they are.
That's why I love the originals because they had a lot more grit. Like they weren't just morphing just to morph. They morphed when they absolutely had to.
Yeah.
And they didn't tell anybody their secret identity. Nowadays, with the newer series of Power Rangers, everybody know they Power Rangers. People just be like, hey, what's up? Hey, I'm John. I'm the Black Ranger. You're like, what? And they morphing too easily. They just, as soon as they see a spider, it's morphing to, I'm not watching this, bro.
Nah, they would get, especially when they put the Z's on the Putties.
Woo!
Then it's like, bro, we can handle that. I can hit that.
Yeah.
I can hit that in the jumper. It don't even matter.
Unfortunately, that was such a dumb move by Lawrence Hill. It's like hit them in the Z and they're gone. Man.
It was about capitalism.
It was.
He put the branding. The branding really messed up the Z putties.
It really did.
Because Rita, she had some putties. There was no R on them, no branding. Boom, they just in your face.
You got to fight them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do the move again? Yeah, that's one of my favorite childhood joints.
Yeah.
There's so many. Yeah, Power Rangers.
I was serious about the Power Rangers.
Where'd you leave?
I left when they went to space. When they went to space,
same.
I was like, all right, I'm cool. This another thing.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Yeah.
I was like one of the last ones
I hung in there.
that was around for Turbo.
I
seen other people like, nah, man, hey, man, I'm about to watch Sports Center. It's like, nah.
No.
Turbo, come on, dog. Yeah.
You know where I know that I left? There was an episode of Space where they teamed up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation. It was a live action show.
Right, the live action show where they had a girl Ninja Turtle. Yeah.
I saw that episode and I remember saying, I'm going to go outside. And I just went to go play and I didn't come back until Lightspeed Rescue.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I feel like, because I was cool with Zio.
Yeah.
I was cool with Zio. I had It was like the Sphinx, and it turned into the was it the Blue Ranger?
Yeah.
Green Ranger. Yeah.
Blue
and
Ranger.
I had a Green Ranger. I had
the
a
bull.
Red Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the toys had more articulation in the body and
Man.
stuff. You know, they had ankles and whatnot.
They did have ankles.
Yeah.
The other ones did not have ankles.
They did not have
They
ankles.
was
Just
calf
slick,
all the way down.
Slick in the leg, for sure.
Wow, I didn't even think about it. But they flipped the head. There were so many that I had, and there were so many I
when they
wanted.
was flipping the head, I had Zach, I had Jason, and then I had Tommy. And then, of course, you could take the shield off Tommy and put it on Jason.
Yeah.
And put it on Zach, which they never did on the show. You know,
They didn't put it on Billy on the show. They put it on Zach once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it looked fire with the black and gold.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I would think like my mom never got me the girls, and this is 90s. Like I wanted the whole set, not like to be a girly boy, but she just wanted the set, and she would always get me all the boys, and I'm like, cool, but I got to keep making scenarios of why the girls ain't around.
Power Rangers was so competitive when the toys came out that I remember like it was some kids and they didn't have like they had to have Trini or Kelly, but like I had a black Power Ranger, like the big joint.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. And I brought it to school.
Oh, you tripping?
And somebody stole it.
Oh yeah. I could tell you that was gonna happen.
And it was like crazy. I'm talking about I'm looking like crazy. I'm asking everybody. Nobody knows where it is. I brought Wolverine to school. Ooh. I brought Colossus. I done brought many X-Men to school. Nothing happened. When I brought that Power Ranger to school, it was a wrap.
Yeah, man.
And it was one of them it was like Turbo Man in the streets when I was a kid. Like my parents, like, I don't know, they had to meet a dude in an alley to, like Chucky to get the Black Power Ranger. Yeah.
So, I can't believe you took that to school.
I was a kid.
You know why?
I was like 5.
You did this because watching Power Rangers also warps your mind into thinking what they're teaching is real. And what I mean is I was like, yo, good and evil. There are teamwork, and you're supposed to do this, and you're supposed to be cool and be kind. And then you get to school, and these kids clearly didn't watch Power Rangers.
Right.
Because they stealing, and you're like, hey, guys, honor system. And nobody told you the truth.
Right.
Because they are not heroes.
I'm like, why would you steal a Power? What if the Power Rangers saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, guess you ain't never gonna meet Zordon. You know, Alpha 5 can see you, bro.
Yeah,
he got the little globe. He's watching you, dog. Like, why would you steal?
It's a cold game out here, man.
Man,
I hadn't ever had any of my toys broken. I mean, stolen, but I had one of my toys broken. My cousin Tasha broke the leg of my Green Ranger. And to this day, she'll bring it up as like, remember when I did this? And I'm like, you know what's really funny is you think that that's funny.
That's not funny.
You think I'm going to laugh with you. I want to rip your heart out.
Come on.
Breaking, because I've always taken
and then
great
play
care
the
of my
Green
toys.
Ranger theme music afterwards.
Oh.
Go Green Ranger, go. Yeah,
it was fun. Shout out to Ron Wasserman. I downloaded the soundtrack.
You know the name of the dude
Yeah.
that made the green. Is he the same? Is he White Ranger, Tiger Power, White Ranger,
Tiger Power? Yeah. He also made the theme song for X-Men.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Ron Wasserman. Super talented. So songs are you hear like, we're dreaming of a world where everybody... Fire. He made these songs embedded into your brain, and you get feelings every time you hear them.
Okay, L.A. Reid, Babyface, you know who to sue. You know who to sue.
L.A. Reid, Babyface.
Yeah. You can't tell me that he wasn't influenced by Whitney Houston, I'm Your Baby Tonight.
Oh, especially with X-Men, for sure.
With X-Men?
Yeah. Ron Wasserman is so brilliant.
Yeah, dog. L.A. That's X-Men right there, yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you did that. I want you...
That's X-Men right there.
I want you to do the same thing in your private time. I want you to listen to some of Babyface's hits What nobody's brought up is that Babyface has made 4 identical hit records with the exact same beat. Exact same.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm just telling you.
If you could get it sold, if you could get it sold.
If you could get
what
it
are the
sold.
songs? What are the songs?
I believe Whip Appeal.
Okay.
Because I got them in my playlist. They're bangers. I'm not going to say they're not.
Yeah.
But a lot of his songs. Bam. All right. That's Whip Appeal.
Yeah.
Go to, let me look. And it told me. Go to There You Go by Johnny Gill.
Okay. All right.
Or I'm sorry, Soon As I Get Home first.
As soon as I get home. Okay.
No one doesn't like me. Oh, no. Slow down. Slow down. Now, there you go. Got a man in the cold.
Okay. I'm not mad at him though.
Yeah.
This sound like 4 songs that went though. Okay.
You're close. I'll cook your dinner too. Tell me you don't hear it.
I do.
All right.
But I feel like the drums change.
Absolutely.
Like different, like stuff change. Hey, that's all you needed though.
The drums do change.
All these songs go.
They do.
Yeah.
Everything that he wrote, damn near produced on, identical. It's like, be like, hey man, we need a hit from Babyface. Like, no, you want the hit from Babyface.
But that hit hits.
It does.
I don't know. I think he got some other stuff.
There
though.
are other songs. I just have to.
Can We Talk is different.
Yeah, but Can You Talk? If you listen to Tevin Campbell sing it, it goes back to Babyface. All his songs sound the same. Even him not singing it sounds like him. Go to Tevin Campbell singing and tell me you don't hear it. Now that you're thinking about Babyface,
yeah,
tell me you can't hear him
I mean,
singing.
this was his song. He said he wrote it when he was in high school at the verses.
It's a very Babyface beat.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Babyface. I love all these songs too.
Oh, so do I. They are my favorites.
Yeah. He was
You gotta
going
let this
crazy.
one rock for a minute, boy. That's crazy. Last night I saw you standing. Started pretending. Right before it get good?
I mean, I didn't want, we was just,
You
can't just
tripping.
sit here and listen to Tevin Campbell all day, man.
All day.
We can't do that. We got other stuff to do. We can't just sit here and listen to Tevin Campbell all day. I'm sorry. That's a different pod.
You can't listen to
Robert CT listen to Tevin Campbell. Today we listen to the I'm Ready album. Y'all ready? Let's go.
all day. You can't just listen to Tevin Campbell all day.
I mean, I wish we could, but we really can't,
Rob,
man. Yeah.
That was. You can't just listen to Tevin Campbell all day.
I love Tevin Campbell. Shout out to Tevin Campbell. Be out there watching. Come by the show anytime.
I hate what they do to Tevin Campbell, bro.
Yeah.
Do you ever see him? He's always like on a
Stop
flight going
singing
somewhere.
at him.
They sing at him, bro.
They not singing to him. They singing at that man.
At him. Because he ain't joining in.
Right.
He's like, hey, you singing it better than me, man.
And now with the cameras in his face,
Yeah.
he's got to give you the fake face.
Yeah.
And in the eyes tell you like, hey, I don't like this.
At all.
I think in 98, you sing it Tevin Campbell, you going to get a real face.
Yes.
But now you get the fake. Oh, yeah, that was really good.
Leave him alone.
Oh, man, yeah. And they'll never come to him with like, you know what? I'm going to sing round and round. I'm going to mix it up.
They don't ever
sing a different. Yeah.
What is it, 2?
I'm going to sing the song that was playing during the highlight tape in Boys in the Hood. You know?
Never.
Yeah.
Never the B-sides.
It's always like, you know what? I'm going to sing Can We Talk right now before you tell me no.
Ooh. But you know what it is, bro? And I love us. And I've always wanted to entertain and be popular amongst us, right?
For sure.
I've always wanted a BET award over any other award.
Okay.
And the problem with that is, though, as a people, when you get popular for something, us as black people don't want you to be popular for nothing else. You're that. So
sure.
You are Urkel. Tevin Campbell, you are Can We Talk. The only person that they allow to get more and more is Denzel. I'm telling you.
I think if you do a lot, then they have a lot to pull from.
They have a lot to pull from, but they still got that one role. Yeah. Angela Bassett, what's Lil got to do with it, keeps getting brought up.
Sure, but also Waiting to Exhale. Also,
barely.
Stella. Also,
they don't give it to her.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
To the choir. I'm telling you what they don't do.
I feel you. I mean, I think, people only knew Will Smith for The Fresh Prince, but they know him for so many things.
Now he's just Will Smith.
Remember
how long it took for them to not call Cat Williams Money Mike? Or Mike Epps Day Day?
Right.
Takes a long time.
But they got out of it.
It takes a long time. Urkel is still Urkel. Jaleel White.
And whose fault is that?
He's one of the greatest actors we've ever had. To do what he did as a child. And he has so much more in the tank.
That is a hot take.
That is a hot take.
That is a hot take. I think playing the dual role as a child is incredible.
It wasn't
but saying he's one of the best actors we ever had and making it seem like oh man, Hollywood just turned their back on on the next Brando is crazy.
They turned their back, bro. If you could have not allowed Jaleel White to be in the box of Urkel, and you would have just given him the opportunity to give you other characters that he had and other ranges, you would be staunchly surprised. Jaleel White is one of the greatest actors of our time. It wasn't just 2 characters. He was doing these characters so well, by the time Stefan came, you're like, who's this? The real him. How about that? And then he was doing what's the name of the character? Myrtle Urkel. He was doing, basically at one point, he was doing a costume a week when they had the transformation chamber.
Right.
He was doing different characters every episode spotlessly. Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Sure.
I'm just telling you.
But
he got range.
He does have range.
Greatest. One of the greatest.
Well, he's had
of our time
a lot of time to show us that.
You think it's on him? Hollywood is going to see that person. For years, Hollywood's been typecasting people. So for years, they'll be like, oh, we only see this person as this. We only see that person as that. I'll give you a better example. Look online. We talk about Power Rangers. With any of the Power Rangers doing anything, and somebody's like, oh, I really loved you growing up. And it's like, yo, thank you so much. But I also am doing this. And they're like, yeah, but talk about this. And you're like, you're not even allowing them to get to the next gig. And a lot of the Rangers have diversified their careers, but you know what I mean? People kind of just put you in a box a lot of times. Do you know how long it took me, and you referenced when we started, do you know how long it took me for people to stop just coming up to me saying, I know y'all fucking? That was one of the greatest disappointments I've ever done when it came to content.
What you mean?
Because
you didn't know when you looked in the camera and said, I know y'all fucking. Like, that people wasn't going to, like, repeat that?
Not to the extent that it was. I'll tell you that. I was like, oh, cool, this is about to be the thing. And now I got 8 other catchphrases.
Outside of church.
Like, nah.
Oh, I know you. Outside of church. Come on.
Bro, I created so many different catchphrases after that just to make sure that it wasn't just that. And then there's still a large amount of people that have only seen those algorithm of videos. So by the time they see me again or they see a new video, they reference that.
Come on.
But then there are other people who know me from other stuff. So I'm just saying it takes years.
Yeah. CT, anything you want to promote, tell the people?
Yeah, man. If you guys have been listening to my voice, I appreciate you. I do a movie podcast called CT Cinema, where I have guests on and I ask them their favorite movies, and I pick out of that list and we rewatch the movie and talk about it on the show. And if you enjoy retro movies, we do retro reviews, and you could do that on my YouTube, my Facebook, and
come on,
go to the Patreon, patreon.com/CT is dope.
Dope. CT, come back anytime, man. It was a lot of fun.
I'm honored to be here.
I'm sorry that we couldn't just sit and listen to Tevin Campbell more
all day.
But that's just the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob HaZe.
Yeah.
Just like